how long you were going to go.
There's nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can change the focus to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the outer limits.
All right, what is up, everybody? It is Monday night freestyle with 3 Men in a Basement, and I think for the first time we actually have all three of us in three different basements talking about comics. What is up, guys? Nemesis Prime, what's going on?
Hey guys, it's Monday. Half a day of work, and who knows what's going forward.
Yep, David and Cave, say what's up to everybody.
What's up, party people? Day one of quarantine, and I'm already going crazy.
So. Yep, how the kids? Your kids get into fights today? How many times you had to break them up?
All day.
All day. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable what's going to happen because of this. So, as always, 3 Men in a Basement, we are sponsored by Rocket Comics. So, Rocket Comics is your one-stop shop for all pressing needs and signature series. So, check them out. Once the con season gets back, they are definitely going to work hard to get all those signatures for you. And always, when you're subscribing to Rocket Comics, remember that new customers will receive 20% off your total invoice. Returning customers will receive 10% off your pressing invoice. Mention 3 Men in a Basement or use the code 3MIB. And if you missed our last show, shame on you. We did a great unboxing, right, guys?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of C2E2 stuff, just upgrades for myself and you. I mean, you did way better than I did, but
right. All right, so we got some.
So, hey, man, I got to drop this news before anybody else does. So TiVo just put in the chat, Gary got the second place prize in the Torpedo Vault Box. He got the first appearance of Brainiac on 4.5.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah. Oh. Mr. Lucky, man. I got to get him on the show.
Whoa. 4.5 Brainiac?
Yeah.
Well, you guys saw the update from Torpedo, right?
Yeah, the guy who won the Batman.
Yep.
Yeah. More than us.
But he also talked about the next book.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. So Hulk 181 9.8.
9.8. So I definitely have to get into that because I missed out on this one.
Oh, now you want to get in the mystery boxes.
Oh, I definitely do. Well, you know what? This is reputable though. I mean, if a guy that I know, one of the guys in our crew definitely gets something like that, I think it's very reputable. And I think, you know what, though, the boxes alone were pretty cool. So,
I'm definitely going to ship something.
Yeah, same here.
You definitely kept your box, right? You want to throw that out. So,
as a joke.
We got some people in the live chat. We got Randy Sloan. What's up, buddy? Thunderhouse Design. Matt Forge. Matt Forge just started his own comic, his own YouTube channel. Go sub that up. Absolutely. A lot of fun. His intro was fantastic. The video was good. Got some good grades on a lot of his books. So, yeah, I mean, I've got some things we wanted to talk about and maybe don't go down that rabbit hole. I know just once, Randy, just once, right? Like the first one. The first one. So I went on with TiVo and Lords of the Long Box today. So go check them out. I actually sold a book. We had a live auction.
Out of nowhere. That was awesome.
Yeah. So I packed that up. I sold that Lobo 9.4. Steve Woodard's in the house. Good to see you. So we're home. We got lots of stuff going on. I thought maybe it'd be cool to talk about recent reads. What have you guys been reading in the past week? I got some stuff if you want me to start off or if you guys haven't had a chance. Or whatever we want. So what do we got for recent reads? Anybody offhand?
What the heck did I just read that was last week? Well, there's like a bunch of the Star Wars stuff. So Kylo Ren #4 came out. So that was
how was that story overall, Justin?
Good, man. I mean, it really is
they're on #4 already.
Yeah, well, that was all. It was just a 4-issue run. So I mean, the fact that you get all the issues, basically his origin story, which is really cool. And the last issue, I really don't want to spoil it for people who haven't read it. So
right. But I mean, read, though?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's all about the past, how, he met up with the Knights of Ren and how he gets his lightsaber in a way. And
really? Okay.
Yeah. It's really cool. I liked it. And then what else came out? Star Wars Bounty Hunters, which was really good. I
didn't see that. My LCS didn't pick that up. I'd have to go after that.
Yeah, that came out. It's in between Empire and Jedi. So, like, Boba Fett's in and he has Han Solo. Like,
nice. In Carbonite?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really, really cool.
So,
Dave, what are you reading?
Well, this morning I actually read this Mirko Andolfo book that came out, the Mercy #1. There's Art Germ on cover art, but aside from cover art and lettering, Mirka's doing everything. She wrote the story, she did inks and colors, and she did the whole thing, which was awesome. It's a Victorian horror. It's quite in your face, like right out of the gate. I mean, it's an issue 1, but I don't know. I think she got me. I I dug the read. It was typical image in your face,
right?
And I guess we'll just see where it goes. I think the number 2 comes out either this week or the following week. So let's see where it goes. And then I read this hardcover right here, which was amazing. Yep.
Now, what does that entail? Is that like, all Golden Age stuff, the Bronze Age stuff, or?
It just kind of tells her origin story a little bit. Even the back's nice too. So
nice.
Check that out.
That is great.
But it just kind of walks you through her coming up, her doubting herself, not really putting herself on an equal playing field as Superman. And, it's the quintessential, hey, let me build you up to break you down to build you back up again type story. Right. And it's Alex Ross throughout. So it's Alex Ross on cover, Alex Ross on interiors. So
really?
Yeah, dude, it's so nice.
So as Alex Ross,
right? Yeah, it's huge.
See, I thought that was a reprint, to be honest with you. I thought it was like reprinting of the Golden Age stuff.
No, here, wait. Let me show you.
Wow.
All Alex Ross. It's awesome.
Right. That's great. One of my favorite reads of all time for modern stuff was Justice, and Alex Ross did that. I don't know, that was just some of the best stuff, and he doing all the interior work, and we got stuff like that was good. So for recent reads, man, I just picked up this, which I thought was really cool. Friend of the show, Tom King.
Oh, nice.
Strange Adventures. Thought it was a lot of fun. Good read, 2 stories. Pretty neat the way they're doing it, and that was neat. I also picked up Cable, which I'm really looking forward to, which I thought was really cool because it talks about Cable at a younger age and some of his abilities and stuff, and how he's trying to get tail. And I'm not a huge fan, but I really, really enjoy Phil Noto's artwork. And if you can see, I'm trying to get it away from there. But yeah, I really like his style. He does the interior also, and it's just fun to read. It's almost something like colors and stuff like that. So I'm thoroughly enjoying that. I'll keep up with that. I'm still buying the House of X, but it's too much. It's too much. And honestly, God is. I'm just like, you get this one and you get that one and you get this one, and the Hickman stuff gives me a headache. And but I told myself during this vacation, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to read Craven's Last Hunt again. I'm going to read that one more time because I haven't read that in a few years, and I'm going to find another mini series that I'm going to reread and maybe talk about that. Let's see. We got Lords of the Long. TiVo's in the house, man, from Beantown. Yeah, Otto next Torpedo Mats giving away a Hulk 181 9.8. That's it.
Crazy. So I just got a book that I bought on Friday night when we had our auction. So I sold the 6.0 Batman 227. I lost Ryan's 7.5. And in the interim of losing that book, I went right on eBay during the auction. And I bought a 7.0.
She got it already.
The thing showed up today.
Did it really?
Oh my God, that's amazing. Well, you know what? I mean, I can't even complain, so I might as well show it off too. So hold on.
I'm going to show you a mail calls. I got 2 other ones. Go ahead.
Really? I got no mail calls right now.
So I don't know about you guys on your auction wins, but a lot of mine, they come literally personally delivered.
If that wasn't an inside deal, I don't know what is.
So
yeah, I didn't want anybody to think that I didn't give it to it. Like I wasn't going to sell it.
So there you go. I mean, mine got chauffeured over. So
nice, really
awesome stuff.
All right, I want to give a shout out to Monster Warrior right here. First time live show with you guys. Thank you very much. Nice. Starting to see a lot of familiar names. Nice to see a community. Yeah, man, you'll see a lot of the names that are coming up and stuff like that. So it's just a good time. Just a good time. And you know what? Like Tebow said and Ryan said today, we got all this time, so we might as well talk about it. So, okay. So those are some recent reads. Now, have you guys decided to, find something that you're going to watch or like a series, binge watch something one more time? Like, because I got to have a plan, you guys. I'm so ADD that if I don't have a plan set out, like as far as an agenda, because now my gym is closed, I might actually have to start.
Man.
God forbid I have to actually start running, but I'll throw up. I'd rather eat glass than run. But I'm trying to occupy my time with things that I want to do. So I've got a few shows in mind that I do want to binge watch. I've been watching Picard. I gotta throw some Trekkies in right now, man. I gotta tell you, Picard is so good. It is absolutely fantastic. However, my boy Picard, Professor X, he's aged a little bit. And his voice is a little bit softer, but it's okay. They have Jerry Ryan and things loaded with Borg. There's tons of callbacks to Romulans and everything like that. So Picard is just absolutely awesome. And I know we don't have many Trekkies in this group right now, but if you want some good sci-fi, I would definitely recommend Picard. What about you guys? Dave, you watching anything? Anything you're going to try to catch up on?
Well, me and the wife jumped into Lock and Key. And
oh, really? Okay.
We are 7 episodes in, and it's wild. It's crazy. Put it this way: it's so good that it made me go out and buy the first trade to read. So
really,
yeah. It's awesome. I mean, we're kind of putting off the last 2 or 3 episodes because we don't know when it's coming back again. But it's a great show. Definitely highly recommended.
I know your kids are a little bit younger than mine. Is it acceptable for teenagers, like young teens?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they drop the occasional F-bomb here and there, but it's not like
that's normality in my house.
Yeah, I mean, no sex or anything.
Okay, right. So. That's it. That's where I gotta close my 16-year-old eyes or anything like that.
Earmuff it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. That's definitely something. I appreciate that. That's something I could do. Justin, I know you're all in on Clone Wars, right? You finished that?
Well, that's going right now. I'm actually into I'm like halfway through the season of Castlevania season 3 on Netflix.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, man. That's the season 2 was great. And it literally picks up right after season 2 ended. Season 1 was 4 episodes. Season 2 was about 8 to 10, and this one's about 8. So I'm really digging the action. It really brings me back to being, a kid when I was playing in the Nintendo games like Trevor Belmont and Alucard. Right. So definitely badass. I unboxed 2 more little mail calls, and this was from 37 Saves on Instagram, and then he also has another Instagram. It is Just Comic Sales, of course.
Nice.
Gotham City Sirens #2, and because I can't have enough.
Of course.
Gotham City Sirens #1. So
nice.
So Beauties. 2 more. Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna do the first 5. I'm gonna try to get 9.8s because I have 1.
That'd be very linear.
Yeah, I have 1, and then I have those 3 connecting covers. I just need that 2. So
yeah, let me see. Helicomics just said.
Yeah. Tell us Helicomics. Nobody's gonna have a. Actually, they probably won't even have it because it's nothing. No sporting events.
Are they still gonna do it in Tampa? Are they gonna move it somewhere else? Helicomics.
Yeah, last thing I heard, it was in Tampa. You can't have wrestling without a crowd. It's like not putting the models under the mats for the throws. Jesus.
It's I mean, isn't it? I mean, that's like the granddaddy of them all. That's like the
what WrestleMania are we on right now? I want to hear how old I am because I remember WrestleMania 1, 2, and 3. I got a really great story about WrestleMania 3 though. If I want to bring everybody back once we find out. All right,
nice. Shout out Thunderhouse Design who got my first Zatanna 2.0 today in the mail. So hopefully it came.
All right, so we got ourselves a guest because we just sending out invites. Look who decided to join us.
Oh, Big Willie.
And I hear he's a big winner. So go ahead.
Winner.
Go ahead. What did you get, sir? Since I just missed your live show. So
you missed?
Yeah, man. We were just chilling and we were like, let's just go live. And I totally forgot you were going live before it. So we kind of missed it. But wanted to show off what you got. This is Very Gary Comics, guys, of course.
I hope there's not an echo. I may have to put my headphones in.
All right.
But
you do what you got to do.
All right, here's what I got.
All right, Gary, how many boxes did you buy?
2.
2, okay. $100 a pop?
Yeah, $100 a pop. And what was interesting was I couldn't remember if I ordered them together or I ordered one and then waited a day and ordered another one.
Yep.
My boxes were number 13 and 14, so I must have ordered them together.
Yeah.
And what's weird is they shipped together, but one got held up in North Carolina. So I opened one on Friday live, and I just got the other one today. So I just opened that live.
Yep.
So you want to see what I got real quick?
Yeah.
This is huge.
So I got this variant, this turtle variant.
Yeah. I got that.
Villains.
Now, who did that one?
I don't know. It's Planet City. Planet
It's
City.
number 1. It's Planet Awesome's thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's the deceased
Yeah.
Tony Daniels, black and white.
This guy.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. Guardians.
Yeah,
Stupid variants. I don't know these things.
Hey,
Ooh, look at that. I know
This I
somebody
do like.
did that.
Mayhew.
Roger may need that one.
Roger Levesque.
And I got this stupid thing.
Ryan got that too.
Yeah. Signed by Liefeld. I got this.
Some
Some
trades.
trades.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Then I got
Ryan.
this. And this was interesting.
Yes,
Yeah, what
it
happened with
is.
these Polaroids?
Hello.
That is it, man. You are.
Ooh,
I
that's
got
a
very
big boy
lucky.
book.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Very lucky.
4.5.
Yeah.
We maybe have to talk.
Wait a minute. I don't have one of those. Let me see it again. Put it back up. Oh, gotcha. So they mail it to you.
Mm.
So-
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what Zach did. You didn't watch our show on Saturday? He had he got a Matt Wagner sketch.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 4.5, huh?
Yeah.
look at it. The gears turning.
Here's the turn. I mean, geez, Gary.
Yeah. I got to email him and let him know.
Yeah. So you just had your first auction yesterday. So and
Oh, God. What a disaster.
Gary, you need a team, brother. You need a team.
Dude, not only do I need a team. Well, first of all, I've done how many of these things by myself with no issues on Instagram?
Yeah, 100%, right? Like
Years worth, 2 years worth of these
2
things.
years. Yeah.
I bring in Ryan and Anthony, and all hell breaks loose. It's like nobody knew. Like it was like the first time I've done any of these things, so it was just a mess. So I did say just before I opened the box that next time it's just going to be me, or it's just going to be Anthony with me, or just Ryan with me. But we did. Each of us kind of brought a little bit something different, which I thought was cool. But no more of that. And I got to figure out how to give guys wrenches. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, we'll go. We can go through that once this show's over.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll definitely go through that.
We'll get you through that, Gary. We'll get you through that. With no problem.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, man. Like I said, I told you in our private message on Instagram. I really didn't think I was gonna stay the whole time, but I was like, man, I could just see the struggle and how you were overwhelmed. I'm like, I gotta help this guy as much as possible. So I stuck with it, and I was just deleting those bids. And
Tim was there for a little bit too, and like I knew he was itching to like pitch in, but I was trying to give him a wrench on the fly, and it wasn't working. And I was just like, you know what? The hell with it.
All right.
Thank you, two brothers.
Absolutely. You guys sub up to Two Brothers Comics right there. They've got some good stuff. I know they got something planned coming up. I saw that. So sub up to those guys. And then, yeah. So Gary,
you did it well for the most part. You got it going. Like you had an auction and a buy it now on the screen at the same time, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think I screwed up because I was trying to do 2 auctions at once and a buy it now.
Yes.
But if you do one auction and one buy it now, that's fine.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
it was good. You had some stuff. Ryan sold some stuff. Dave, you bought something off of Ryan, that Venom thing.
Yeah, that Venom sketch. I can't wait to get that
the
thing.
black one, right?
Yeah.
No, it's sick.
I literally rewound the video because when he said $100, I was like, that can't be right. I was like, buy it now, 100, boom.
Gary, what was the biggest book you sold last night?
I don't even know. Oh, actually, Anthony sold the biggest book. It was that Venom hardcovered sketch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he ended up selling it. Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like in the last 5 minutes.
Somebody asked about it again. That was quick. I'm telling you, I've been going to his shop for years, and that's been there for a while. I swear to God, I thought it was the cover. That's how good it looked. But it was literally a blank hardcover trade that was drawn on. That is just incredible.
Huh.
That's crazy.
I don't remember what the hell I sold. I don't know. It's all right there. I'm looking at it. I got to pack it all up and get it out.
Shout out to Matt Forge Comics for the $5 super chat. #1 Nova for Otto.
Thank you very much. That's right. We're going to start a GoFundMe so I can get my first Nova. I was complaining to the world how I have zilcho copies of this today on Lord.
Is this a black mask all over again?
I got my black mouse though. So what I started doing was I started compiling because I know we've been talking about when would be a good time to send books off to Rocket Comics, and I think now is a good time, right, fellas? No cons, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So putting together a box of stuff I want to get out to those guys. To get, I'm just reading GoFundMe for something.
Yeah, I got about 8 books I got to go over.
You really? Okay.
Yeah, some Star Wars stuff. So
I just got hit up again by CGC with another bill. There's so much shit there right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully they catch up.
Right. What else do you have there, Gare? I mean, your X-Men came in, right? 3.5. You were excited about that.
I could just go over it really super quick. I won't go over everything, but I'll tell you what I just got billed for.
All right, hold on. Let me give a shout out to the Jay the Butcher. We have him. Any word on Terrificon? No, but I am currently working on having Mitch Hallett come on our show at the end of the month, maybe earlier. Unfortunately, he was just having a con at Mohegan, his CT Gamer Con, which is secondary to Terrificon, and that actually got canceled. So I'm going to try to get maybe Mitch on a little bit earlier to talk about Terrificon, and we're hoping that. I mean, that's in August. I think the world is going to stay like this through August, whiuld just be absolutely insane.
I hope
not. I need July 4th weekend. I need East Coast Comic Con.
Yeah.
Back by then.
You got back-to-back cons in Jersey. End of June is Garden State Comic Fest, and then East Coast is the weekend right after that. So
July 4th weekend, man.
Save your money.
Well, you're gonna have to save your money. I mean, look at there's nothing.
There's nothing else going on.
There's nothing else. I mean,
there's eBay and auctions.
Yeah. You know,
which is detrimental to my wallet.
Hey, I'll do an auction any day of the week if you guys want to just jump on.
Yeah, I'm at a point too where I can just start doing auctions.
I mean, I'm telling you, we were really talking about, with no cons. I mean, doing another comic swap. Like I said last night, I'm like, we could just do a very Gary comic swap, and just have just you, and then like a little other vendors, and you could bring your whole setup that you would bring at East Coast in a way, like all your $2 stuff. Just,
well, I'll tell you, the $2 stuff is going to get shrunk down because now you remember what okay, Derek, perfect. Do you guys remember what my booth looked like at New York? The 11 boxes out front.
Yeah.
All right. So this collection I picked up, I mean, I know we've been talking about it now for over a month, but I got rid of everything at New York Comic Con. All right. I'm doing the same thing with this guy's collection. Everything that's $5 and up is going in long boxes, alphanumerical by title and everything, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I had 11 boxes at New York. I'm currently up to box number 9, and I'm on letter E.
Oh my God.
I'm looking over there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably another 7 long boxes or 8. I'll have almost 20.
All right. Wow.
Of $5 and up books. So those $2 books, which are great filler stuff, is kind of going to get shrunk down, and only the major titles are going to end up coming to some of these shows.
Yeah.
But even $5 a book, if you just bring nothing but $5 books, I mean, those are great fillers too. I mean, that's kind of, you go into the Bronze Age stuff.
5 for 20, something like that.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
yeah, we'll see. It's like bittersweet, these conventions getting pushed back, because I got to tell you, I don't think I would have been ready by May.
Right. You've got to organize that stuff. You got to, I mean, Jesus, all that, getting everything organized and like that. I mean, that's work, man. Right.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Now, your booth at East Coast would have been the size of like last year, where you had like that big,
the big horseshoe.
Yeah, the big horseshoe.
Yeah. Same location too.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
Yes, it is. It's the same location.
You'll still get it. Yeah, you'll still get it.
So when all this news broke about July 4th weekend, I have a wedding that Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So I emailed the guy. I'm like, look, I don't know if I can make it. Can I have my money back? And can you guarantee me that booth space next year? He said, you can have your money back, but you can't get the space. It's not a guarantee. I'm like, fuck.
Really?
Yes. I'm like, all right. So now I'm just going to make something happen.
Right. You're going to have
your guys will work to the booth.
Yeah. Right. July 4th weekend. That's a crazy time. But I mean, I guess you got to do it when you got to do it. Right. I mean,
he told me the only other available time frame for that building was December.
Damn.
Wow, forget that.
And that's tough just because you don't know, like, weather-wise.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people are saving up for Christmas. That's not.
Remember, Dave, you remember when they used to do that show in, like, November when they did it? It was, like, a couple years, that East Coast.
The one in Edison, right?
Yeah, at the Raritan Center. They did it, like, 2 years in a row. Oh. But it was great. Like, they had Jim Lee come down for a day.
That was the first year they did it, and they came out guns blazing. It was Jim Lee, Greg Land. They had a whole slew of.
Oh, I got David Finch. Let me grab my sketch.
There you go, David Finch too.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah, and this thing is gorgeous. He's gonna pull out too. But they went hard the first year, and the second year they were like, let's just rock. Yeah. and it showed. So
there's a lot of people live right now on Instagram or on YouTube.
I bet. I mean, what do you got to? There's only so many.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that was, and he does that right there. So I literally sat there for an hour, talked to him. People were coming up and we were just having conversations. But
that's pretty.
I was like second in line. The first guy wanted a Moon Knight, and then I was next. So,
wow,
crazy.
Like that.
That's dope. I'm currently talking to Livio right now about my sketch. So I got the book packaged up, and I'm going to get that off to him, and hopefully, by June maybe we'll have an idea of what it's going to look like and finalize and stuff like that. But I definitely do want to get it sent to CGC, and that's going to be a problem because if there's no shows, then
the butcher just said he wished that if I go kind of scroll back a little bit, he said I wish artists would work out something with CGC for signatures. And I said most of them have accounts with CGC because they can send it in directly. So you may be able to send it to him, and he may be able to send it to CGC under your account. Like he has to write something and fill it out. But it's a possibility. You just got to ask the artist.
Yeah,
Joe
right.
does that.
Who does?
Joe Sinnott.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you want to hear real quick what's at CGC?
Yeah. What do you got?
Yeah. What do you got?
All right. All right. So all these books still came out of this collection. We have a Hulk 180, Marvel Spotlight 5, Batman 251, Silver Surfer 4. This is Fantastic Four Annual 2. That I found in a store in Jersey. That's not part of this collection. And then let's see. Amongst other things, I sent out that. Do you remember from the comic swap? Sites, Matt, he picked up the first Juggernaut from me.
Yeah.
I sent that out for him. I've got a first Morbius, a first Shocker, Amazing Spider-Man 16. It's the Daredevil cover with Spider-Man.
Nice.
Yep. Great book.
Death of Green Goblin, Death of Gwen Stacy, Hulk 182, Batman Adventures 12, Ghost Rider 1, 2 Tomb of Dracula ones, Batman 232. That's that cover swipe from the old Tech book.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a Superman 233 where he's breaking out of the chains.
The Neil Adams? Yeah.
Cover, yeah.
The only reason I sent it in is because it was really high grade.
Yeah.
Classic
I have
cover.
moderns. This dude even had moderns.
That's not all one invoice, Gary, right? That's a bunch of invoices.
Those are 2 different invoices, and then my moderns from the same collection: a What If 10, which is the Jane Foster Thor What If book; X-Men 94, Amazing Spider-Man 194, which is Black Cat. This one was from another collection: Walking Dead 19, and then X-Men 101, which is Phoenix, and then Sentry #1 because it looked really, really high grade.
Yeah.
That was even in there. Like
little bit of everything there. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, and there's other shit too, but we don't have to go through all of it.
Right.
I'm actually putting together a pre-screen 9.8 with Manimal. He's gonna send me like 10 or 12 books, and I'm gonna put in like the other half, and we're gonna do some 9.8 stuff.
Really? I got 8 or 9. And anybody want to go halves with me? Because I got like 8 or 9.
Maybe
I got 8 in right now.
Get it. Oh boy.
They were
I'm going to hear that or phone's going to blow up.
I actually just did a video on my pre-screen. I just have to box it up and send it out.
Did you post it? You didn't post it?
No, it's not up yet. It's uploaded. It's not public yet. The Catwoman's are in there. Like the
51's nice.
How many?
2.
Oh, Jesus.
That came from the toy store. If you watch my videos, Otto, you would see that.
Yes. Oh, look at that.
That one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Baltimore.
I have a 9.8. It's not signed.
I got a 9.6 signed.
Oh my god, amateur hour.
I don't have one. I got rid of mine.
Got rid of it.
I was a 9.4. It was yours. I bought it.
It was mine.
I moved it by Justin, but then Justin didn't sell me it or whatever.
Dude, it was at the swap. It was there.
I mean,
dude, if there's one thing I've taken away from the swap, can I just say this? If there's one thing I take away from the swap is if you don't jump on a book ASAP, it's going to be gone by one of the guys that are to the right or to the left of me or below me. You know, because we all know what good deals are. We know what good books are to move, and we all know that people are coming here are selling their books that are priced to move. And if you look at a book and you're like, yeah, well, whatever, you turn around, bam, somebody comes in and takes it, you know? And that's what it's all about, though. You know, you make good moves and stuff like that. So pretty interesting.
You, that was a lot of fun, man. I've been to 2 of the 3.
Yep.
And they're always a good time.
Yeah.
It's fun. even if you don't sell or trade or buy a single book, it's always good to see everyone from Instagram and YouTube. It's just fun.
I agree.
Yep.
Christopher Briggs, the Ghost Rider. Does anybody have a mid-grade 140 X-Men 141 for sale?
Days of Future Past.
Yeah, Days of Future Past. That's 141, 142. That's green cover.
All right,
Here you go. Going looking.
We're gonna make it deals now.
Gary's going looking.
Impromptu auctions on Monday afternoons, wheeling and dealing Monday night. What else we got going on?
Comic talk, we're all locked in and just kind of doing that. So something else I did want to talk about too was books that we might want to be going after, like bigger books, just because the way the market is going to fluctuate. Are we going to see, what do we think is going to happen right now as far as like just books in general? Are we going to see like the LCSs busy? This is a crazy time for us right now. So
I posted it on the Lord's investing group. Pops Foster, shout out to him who started that. He said with the cons, like, do you think where are you going to go? And I said, I really think that the best thing to do is go to comic shops, because no comic book cons. I mean, you kind of want your fix. Like, you at least want to go digging in long boxes. And, for you guys, I told you, I hit up a new store this past weekend. I mean, they've been there for a few years. It was fun. It was a good little shop, because I mean, past that, I was waiting for New Jersey Super Comic Expo this Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
ZapCon was supposed to be next weekend, the following weekend. So now it's like I got nothing. Like, no Wayne, no Clifton, nothing.
You can have a Very Gary Live auction.
Dude, whenever
right. I mean, it's really what it's my answer to that was it's going to be through social media, posting books and wheeling and dealing on social media, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or stuff like that. So we got Who Dat Comics and Movies said, "What's up, guys? Just got 10 books ordered from CGC. That's a lot of books."
Oh yeah, I saw his picture on. He got some value stuff and modern stuff.
So I think this is going to be there's two ways this could. Oh, by the way, before I get into it, I have them here if somebody wanted them, but they're not mid-grade, they're high grade. But anyway, there's two things that could happen, man. So there's going to be a lot of people out of work. So there might be an opportunity for people to find books at good prices, because unfortunately people are going to have to move their books to pay some bills.
Yep.
There's that. And then you also have the flip side, the people that are working, they may want to go out and buy some books because these conventions are put out.
Right.
So it's going to be a lot of moving. You're going to see a lot of people maybe making trades, and because we all have that itch, right? And you want to scratch it. So if you want to scratch it, you may have to sell some stuff to buy some stuff. So
yeah, I listed a bunch of stuff on eBay after the swap, and every day someone just I put it up at a reasonable offer, and people are just best offering me a little bit less, and I just take it because I'm like, what, I'm not I might as well move it now. Someone wants it, so better than in their hands than my hands.
I was telling Justin earlier that upgraded Hawkman 4 that I got from the Lords of the Long Box auction, certainly from him, zero money out of pocket. Zero. It was paid for by books that I had sold that weekend, PayPal money that I had in the account already. So people are out there buying. It's just, you got to be posting the right stuff, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. Gary, you have no desire to put any of that stuff on eBay, do you?
No.
How's your job affected? I mean, I know Otto's out. Dave's working from home. What about you? How's your job?
Mine's fine. I'm not going anywhere, because no matter what happens to my facility, it still has to be maintained. I don't want to say exactly what I do. But I'll be fine.
Yeah.
So at least you're still working. You're like me. I mean, I go in the office. I can remote anywhere really. But I know these guys, they're Dave, you're home until the end of the month, I guess.
I'm home
at a minimum of the 27th. So
yeah. And so, but my part-time job, my bartending gig is shut down right now. And that was all my extra money. That was, they're shut down indefinitely. I might have to become a driver for Amazon or something.
Uber.
Uber, right? Yeah, exactly.
You can Uber Roger and Pat around.
You just take it right over here and start bagging important books for me.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You get paid per unit. There you go.
Yeah, I'll pay you in books.
Gary, even if I made $20 with you, I would never see the cash because I would just buy something from you anyway.
Well, that's the thing. I'd probably pay you in books.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You're trying to put Daredevil together. I have a ton of Silver Age Daredevil. I'd be like, here.
Uber Comics. Yeah, that's right.
That's a great idea, Matt Forge. And an expensive one at that.
Right. Gary's got a book to sell for somebody. I'll go pick it up, bring it to you.
It's a courier service.
Yeah. So Gary, who dat wants to know if those X-Men 141s and 142s are for sale?
Yeah, it's 150 for the pair. They're both like 9.0s or better.
That's a great price.
They're really high grade.
Yep.
So
set up the Prohibition Speakeasy in your grotto. I'm telling you. Well, that's good news because I have Tito's, right? I've got 2.5 handles of Tito's, and I still don't know if that's enough, but we'll have to see.
Here.
I don't know. I know what you do for a living, not the side gig. Are you getting paid through that?
No, I'm not. So I'm completely shut down.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So my part-time job, I could collect for unemployment, but because of my full-time job, I don't think I would qualify for it.
Well, your full-time job, you're getting paid though.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's okay. And my wife is too, so I'm okay on that end. But like I said, my part-time bartending gig, the restaurant shut down, and unfortunately, a lot of my coworkers, that's what they do for full time. So just tough for them.
Are they doing takeout?
Excuse me, no, they're not. It's a steakhouse, so
yeah, it's tough to do.
We only do a few burgers, so it's just kind of hard to do. So yeah, excuse me one second, guys. I gotta get a drink.
No problem. Yeah, I was looking at Frenchie's where we had the comic swap, and they even said it. They mentioned that they were closing tonight at 8 o'clock and then closed past that. So, I was like, well, there goes my place for a swap. So might just set up here.
You're only allowed 10 people in there anyway.
Yeah, man, it's unbelievable. Like Tim said last week, and then he went to go see Bloodshot. AMC was doing half the theaters, and I was like, all right, well, that's good. Like half the theaters, I can like go see a movie and not be worrying about tons of people. But even so, it's like ridiculous. So I don't know. But
I think there's going to be a lot of these. You're going to see a lot of live streams, I think, for a while.
Yeah.
No sports.
Yeah, man. Lords of the Long Box, they were on earlier. They TiVo, Ryan, and Otto. I just said I literally was here just chilling. I was like, let's just go live, like just chat it up a little bit, and everyone's hanging out with us tonight. So thank you guys for hanging out.
This was tonight. My unboxing was the third time I was live in 4 days. I've never done that. I don't want to do it again either. But like the way everything worked out, like a box on Friday, auction on Sunday, and the box today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did that. I did back-to-back Fridays. Oh wait, yeah, I did Friday. I did the live show on 3Men on this channel, and then we did the auction for 4 hours, and then I shipped out everybody's things on Saturday, and we went afternoon. We did the torpedo boxes, and now we're live today. But
the torpedo boxes was actually a really fun video.
Yeah, that was a good video.
Yeah,
that was
cool. I think we're going to do it next time. Whatever we do next, whatever we do, whether we do a KRS box, an unknown box, whoever. I think it's fun to write down.
So let me ask the three of you: are you guys going to get in? And I think I know Otto's not, but are you guys going to get in on the next torpedo mystery box?
Yeah, I'll throw in.
Yeah, I'm going in on that gear. I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah. Hulk 181, 9.8. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, now that I see, I didn't realize there's a second. There's like the second prize. That's a great second prize, to be honest with you.
Well, the third prize is the first Electro in a 4.5.
Oh, see, I didn't even know this. See, that's why I hang out with guys that are smarter than me, so they tell me all these things, right?
But
I mean, you're still lucky.
There's still like 20 other slabs too out there.
Yeah.
Mixed in. Look, if you're what I was saying about this particular box is, if you're a variant guy, like you like variants, like Justin, perfect for you. These are obscure, special variants you may like. It's not my thing, but going after I'm literally entering it to go for the grand prize.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
it.
I got in on the first one.
Something extra that you enjoy.
Oh, definitely. And you're not getting, because you're not getting filler books. You're straight up getting you're getting exclusive variants. So I mean, I was great. I pulled a Tony Daniels Batman Who Laughs, which was a killer cover.
That was cool.
The Wonder Woman 750 Adam Hughes. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah, I like
those
that
two books alone. Like, I mean, I'm happy with that. And then whatever else, I got the Turtles book that you got. My trades were, one was a Dead Man. I got a Avengers Disassembled. Trying to think real quick off the top of my head, and like 2 other variants. But yeah, for me, it's good because I'm not getting some stupid filler book just to throw out.
Yeah, it's not garbage.
Right,
So
I agree with that.
My first box had the Stan Sakai variant signed by him, which was cool. I gave it to Ryan because he liked it. But
Nice.
but it was, I thought it was kind of cool. But it's just like, you know, I don't know. Justin, I'll give you the. Justin, you want this for helping out last night?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
I'll pay shipping on it. I don't care.
So, I mean, I don't know if you want. You already got the Turtles one?
Yeah, I got the Turtles one.
You want the Guardians of the Galaxy too?
Yeah, not really a Marvel guy.
Grant Horn.
Whatever. I'll take it. It's fun. Yeah, it's cool. It's a variant. I'll take
I'll
it.
just put it aside for you.
Yeah, whatever.
I think I'm going to auction this mess up.
Just light it on fire.
Right.
That's
right. I got
a really big following. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I got the Fantastic Four #1 Virgin Ramos variant signed by Humberto Ramos and Dan Slott. I listed it on eBay.
Pretty cool.
Did you see? Did you see Humberto? He's taking sketch opportunities via Instagram.
Yeah,
$400 for a bust, and I was like, ooh,
Really?
ooh, fully.
Well,
committed.
I mean, now's the time to start making deals, right?
Why spend $400 on that when you could have come to the Very Gary Comics live auction the other night?
and got a sketch from Ryan.
Gary, when you were done, when you were done with your auction and you hit end broadcast, were you like, "What the f was that all about?" Or
exactly what I did.
You were just like, "Oh my god!"
I looked around. First of all, Anthony, God bless him, he owns my LCS. So I had a stack of books, maybe like this. You know, I had the Red Hulk, the Marvel Legends Red Hulk.
Yep.
I had some He-Man animation cells, which are cool.
Those are very cool. Yeah.
Actually, Roger was bidding heavy into those.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And a stack of books. So a little thing. Ryan had some cards. He had he did have the big sketches, the Wolverine ones, and he had some other books. Yo, Anthony walked in with 4 short boxes and one big box with statues in it and games. And I'm like, what do you think's going on? He had so much shit. One whole short box was the Birds of Prey run minus book 8. The only one in there. That's
I heard him say that.
I'm like, what is going on? I mean, it was just a mess. So next time it's just going to be me by myself or one other person with me.
That's crazy.
But,
like, what do you think's going on here? Like, how are we going to sell that?
There you go.
No, 200 for a headshot, 400 for a bust, $30.
Yeah.
So he's not doing full figure, but that's still good.
Yeah. And 15% off his original art.
Everybody's doing it. Let me tell you, I've been watching, Ryan Kincaid, Jamie Tyndall, a lot of these guys, they just go live and they're selling their variants that they do, their exclusive stuff. Zenoscope did a live virtual Comic-Con, they called it, last Tuesday and Wednesday, for a couple hours on Instagram and Facebook. So
it's a good idea.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I was in it I was watching it. I go on lunch at like noon, so I kind of just quickly went on my phone, and they were showing off the books that they were going to be bringing exclusively to Emerald City. They were like, oh, if you want this book, it's GLT whatever 13, and then that. I didn't really pick up anything. I've kind of gotten out of that company, so I've made a lot of money on selling their stuff. So it is what it is. But yeah. It's funny. I remember you said last night to Anthony, you were like, Anthony, it's going to take me about 10 minutes to bring all your stuff back out to your car.
Yeah. Dude, I should have taken a picture and then put it on Instagram.
Oh my God. Yeah. Cause we didn't see what was behind the camera when you said that.
Dude, he kept going out to his car. First of all, we were starting, I think at 8:00.
Yeah.
Right.
He got here at like 10 of 8 or 5 of 8. And he came in with his box. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Then he left, went back outside, and came in with another one. I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm sitting next to Ryan. I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Right.
He did it 4 times.
Oh my God.
We're live as he's going. Like, what are you doing?
He definitely had some eclectic stuff, that's for sure.
He did, yeah. But again, he's a comic shop owner, so
yeah, he's got to.
Yeah,
you gotta you collect that stuff. Like my LCS has these movie posters they bought from this guy who was selling a movie room. Like they were selling all this stuff. So it's like this huge alien like bust that goes onto a wall. The thing is huge. And the owner was like, Everett, do you want it? It's like $100. He goes, it's selling for like 1,000 on eBay. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? How am I going to ship it? He also had a list of, this is pretty cool actually. So he had, and these are beautiful, beautiful movie print posters, full size movie print posters in the in gorgeous frames, and it was the Batman, the George Clooney Batman. So it had one of Batman and George Clooney and everybody that's in the movie, and then he has the individual prints, huge prints of, you know, the individual characters. So like the Poison Ivy was signed by Uma Thurman, the Mr. Freeze was signed by Schwarzenegger, the Batman was signed by Clooney.
If only it was a better Batman movie.
Yeah, right, exactly. But, you know, I'm like, that would be great. But where am I going to put this? I'd love to have that Mr. Freeze as Schwarzenegger, but I got nowhere to put it. Imagine if I put that in my bedroom. My wife's going to be like, are you nuts? You can't have this in there. I'll put it in my kitchen. Like, it's just unbelievable. It's too much stuff. It's too much.
Yeah, you have to streamline, man. I'm starting to run out of room for like original art, and I'm nervous because there's still things I want out there.
Right. Well, I'll be honest with you. If you guys watched my room tour from a while ago, my Batman, the Killing Joke piece that I had made with the 9.6 and the limited movie prints that I had framed from Michael's. I'm actually thinking about selling that. But I'd have to get like $400 for it. And I'd probably split the shipping, but you know, it's just because it's the Killing Joke. I loved it as a kid. I still love it. It's a beautiful frame. It's got a great book in it, but I need more wall space and it's done me good. So maybe I'll, you know, move it on to somebody else who would want it, you know, but it's a one-of-one piece. For the Killing Joke. So maybe I'll put that up later at some other point. Who knows? But anyway, that's what I agree with you, Gary. It's just too much stuff right now, right?
Yeah.
Really,
got to bring that to a swap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might, but again, I don't want to move it. It's going to be tough. But yeah, I'll bring it to the swap. That's actually a good idea. The next swap will be.
Well, take a picture, and I mean, if you can sell it, and if you like before the next swap, if you know this is.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea.
Dude, before I really got into selling hardcore. You know, everybody kind of buys and sells to help the hobby, right? Help yourself. Before I really got into it, I was at my old house. It was just a 4-bedroom cape, but I don't know if you guys know what capes are. There's no attic, no basement, and I'm looking around. I had one room with all my stuff in boxes. I didn't even have like a man cave like where I'm at now. I didn't have anything displayed. And I'm looking. I'm like, how do I need all this? And I'm looking at it, I could do so much better by streamlining my collection and focus just on Green Lantern, Thor, and Batman.
Right.
That's exactly what I did. And I just sold off everything, all my flash keys. I got just everything to streamline. And I'm glad I did.
Right.
And now just, you know, I'm either looking for stuff I don't have or upgrading the stuff I do.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, Justin, you're almost out of room right now, right? In your cave right
space?
there. Yeah.
No, I still got wall space.
Okay.
I definitely have. I have, you know, not much that I want to use, but
I got a really nice shelf that I picked up at our swap that's still sitting in my dining room that I have no idea where I'm going to put this shelf. How much did I pay for that, Justin? $20?
No, it was like 10 or 13. Whatever.
what alcohol late at night does, folks.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at that shelf. Oh yeah, those are nice shelves.
I got an
extra one. I'll give you $10 right now. He's like, "Are you effing kidding me? You want to buy this shelf from me?"
Oh
yeah, God. I do.
It's perfect. They got the little grooves and everything.
Yeah,
there, you know, you can't go
They're
wrong.
awesome. I got 3 of them right here. So,
all right. So, are there any shows you guys are watching right now? Like, you know, I know we kind of talked about that, but you know, what are you watching, Gary?
I'm on the last episode of Lock and Key.
Yeah. Oh, all right. We were just talking about that.
I'm going to take my headphones off if you're going to talk about it.
I won't talk about it. That's it. That's all I'm watching. Once Below Deck ended on Bravo, I was done with TV, and now I'm
Below Deck. Did you just say you watch Below Deck on Bravo?
Dude, I fucking love Below Deck. I love that show. And any of you guys out there watch it, you know why I love it. That shit is great. I don't watch any one episode things or any of that, but I will go to bat for Below Deck.
That's funny.
If you didn't think you'd hear tonight on 3 Men in the Basement, is that Gary?
Do any of you watch Below Deck?
No, my wife watches Bravo, all the you know, all the Housewives shows, Sunset of Shaw of the Sunset, whatever it is.
Yeah, okay.
I think briefly we saw that. Briefly it was on Below Deck.
Dude, Below Deck. First of all, here's a fun fact about Gary.
You want to buy a
yacht? A long
yacht?
time ago, and I don't know if you guys knew this.
Okay.
So I was a huge Survivor fan. Huge.
Okay, all right.
Huge. That is literally the reason why I grew my hair out. because I applied to be on Survivor. I was this close to being sent to California for interviews in person.
Oh,
so
get out of here.
So
once
that fell through, like I didn't get picked. Basically, a casting producer liked me, took my video, went to bat for me. Like each casting producer has like X amount of people they grab. So like this casting producer has like 5 people that she goes and pitches.
Yeah.
This one has like 4 or 5, and they go pitch to the executive casting producer, and she didn't like me, I guess, or I didn't fit their mold.
My God.
So if that had happened, I would have gone out to California for in-person interviews with like Jeff Probst and shit.
Wow.
So
look at that.
That's awesome.
The point of it, just because it like broke my heart, like I couldn't watch it anymore, knowing that I was this close.
You were that close, right?
I couldn't watch it. So anyway, fast forward. The reason I love Below Deck so much is the locations that these people go to are just gorgeous. They're going all around the world. Yeah, you get the fun drama, you get the hot chicks, and everybody's banging and all that. That's great.
Right.
But like these people are going. First of all, they're chartering. Is that what it's called? Right? They're chartering
the boats. Yeah.
Whatever it is, the ships or whatever, and they're doing like day excursions. And like there was one excursion like a season or 2 or 3 ago where they literally went to a waterfall on this island. The chef went with them and grilled, like off the waterfall was grilling, and they set the table up and they had a barbecue at a beautiful waterfall in like the middle of the wherever the hell they were. I was like, this is fucking amazing. The show's great, man.
And what season are they on?
See, Thunder House Design. I did see the Johnny Damon one. Here's another fun fact about Gary. Me and Johnny Damon have the same birthday.
Oh my God.
But I did see the Johnny Damon episode. His wife is an idiot.
She's smoking though, right?
Some of those people are idiots.
He built her. Big fake boobs and butt, stupid lips. You know.
Right. Now, Gary, what are you going to do about Pearl Jam? Pearl Jam's canceled.
Dude. Yeah. Pearl Jam postponed.
Right. And where were you going to go see them? Where were they coming?
I did not have tickets. I did not win my lottery tickets because I'm in the 10 club. I wasn't able to get fan verified tickets, and I wasn't able to get general admission tickets.
Right.
Damn.
Wow.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe now they'll add a second show for the Garden. They had one. So Pearl Jam, right? I mean, you're talking about one of the best, definitely my generation, the best band I've ever in my generation. But
I got a great story about Pearl Jam. I'll tell you in a minute.
So they always do 2 shows in New York City, and then they usually go up to Mass, or they'll do like they played at Hartford, right? Or they'll do Jersey. No, these guys had one Garden show. The next closest show was Baltimore. There was nothing in the Northeast.
Really?
So
that's so crazy.
How many people do you think was trying to get into that one show?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Very frustrating, that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's so surprising because Rage Against the Machine has like 3 or 4 nights in August at the Garden. So how does Pearl Jam only get 1?
Right, I don't know. And I'm thinking it was because the time of year you had the Rangers and the Knicks playing still because it was March.
Yeah.
Who cares about the Knicks though?
Well, now I mean, there's nothing going on, so it's it's unbelievable.
It is pretty terrible out there. Last night I was on DraftKings and they had like a free pool for the debate, and I was like, why not?
Even I'm not gambling on that, Dave.
Speaking real quick before you get into your story about Pearl Jam, I was on this podcast that I was watching this podcast today, and they were talking about gambling, and you can bet on the weather.
Yep, you can. You legit can.
That's literally what it was.
There are things on DraftKings that I've never seen before in my entire life. You can bet on cricket in Australia.
Right.
It's literally 22 hours in the future. You could still bet on it. You could bet on Mexican soccer, Argentinian soccer. It's ridiculous.
How much money is DraftKings and everybody losing right now? Baseball. I had a baseball draft next weekend. That got pushed back now.
Vegas is closed.
Atlantic City is closed. I was supposed to be in Atlantic City this weekend.
MGM and Wynn closed 13 hotels today in Vegas, which is
all those people as well. You know, my thing was I was heading down to Atlantic City, and all my buddies that bartend at the Borgata, they were waiting for this. Like, so they just built like a $8 million sports book at the Borgata, and my buddies that bartend there, they're lifers, and they were waiting. They're like, come March Madness, you're going to make enough money to pay your mortgage for the year, and then bam, they get hit with the their canceling of March Madness, which absolutely sucks, and then now they're closed up. So shout out to all my friends in the service industry right now, and I hope you guys are able to survive, because that absolutely sucks.
There was a stat out there that I read this morning, and it was like this week is like the busiest week in Vegas, aside from like Super Bowl Sunday and things like that. Because you'd have March Madness 9 times out of 10, you'd have a UFC fight on that Saturday to kind of coincide with all of it. And now it's UFC's still going off. They're trying to get Indian reservation lands to still do.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Is that what they're trying to do? They're trying to get it.
They built they're doing this similar to what WWE's doing. They have their own performance institute in Vegas.
Yeah, right.
And they can hold their fights there technically, but there's it could fit like 25 people in there.
Exactly. My works for New Orleans. They're taking a month off. Oh my God, that's awful. Damn. So here's speaking of New Orleans, this is my Pearl Jam story. So I'm old as dirt. So back in when I was finishing up college for my 10th year, it was 93 or 94. I was living in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'll never forget this story. So a buddy of mine was supposed to see Pearl Jam in New Orleans, and Eddie Vedder got so drunk in 93, and you can look this up, that they arrested him in New Orleans for public intoxication. So they didn't play. Okay.
Damn.
So they didn't play. And could you imagine being in New Orleans and being that guy who's drunk for public intoxication, right? Like it's Eddie Vedder. Like how hammered could you have been? So he calls me and my buddy, and he's like, listen, Otto, he goes, I got these 2 tickets to see Pearl Jam and the Ramones. In New Orleans at this outdoor arena. I can't go. Do you and my buddy Mike Ferrasi want to go? And so where we were in Greensboro, North Carolina to New Orleans was like a 12-hour drive. I looked at him. I'm like, dude, we going? He's like, yeah, let's go. We hopped in his open air Jeep. We slept at some rest stop in the middle of Alabama. We went to a gas station, and the guy at the gas station had 3 teeth, and one was in his pocket. And we're driving around in this Jeep that has Connecticut license plates, and we make it all the way into New Orleans, and we finally get to see the show. And Pearl Jam absolutely ripped it, and the Ramones were absolutely fantastic. And Eddie did make a comment. He's like, the last time I was here, I spent it in jail, So, but that's one of my favorite Pearl Jam stories. And to see the Ramones, because, at my age, the Ramones were just a little bit past what I was into, but now I love the Ramones. I can't get enough of them. But to see both of those guys in New Orleans on something like that is just a great, great story. So, Gary, how many times have you seen Pearl Jam?
8.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that's about what I've seen. Yeah. If you're getting arrested, yes, I'm telling you. How hammered could you have been?
You put in some work, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Otto, did you watch my room tour?
I did watch your room tour. I saw it. I saw all that Yankee memorabilia. I don't know how you got all that, that stuff in there, man. So
yeah, well, I have all the posters. I love my Pearl Jam posters.
Yes,
I fucking love them.
And that's a collect. That's an itch, right? That's another thing that you collect. Now, here's my question: how do you buy those posters at a concert and not ding them up? Do you run to your car because you can't carry it for the whole concert?
They sell the tubes with them too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't know that.
So one time at the Barclays Center down in Brooklyn, we ran back to the car and threw them in the car.
Okay, gotcha. Right.
Yeah, basically you're just there jamming with this big fucking tube. I don't know how many. Maybe they make 10,000 of them, and they sell out at some of these shows. No,
they absolutely do.
Transformers one was from the show in Central Park.
Okay.
But it wasn't their show. It was like a special. I forgot what it's called, but it was Beyonce was there. They closed. Beyonce was right before them. Ed Sheeran. It was a whole bunch of bands. It was all dead.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it though.
Yeah, you remember they do it every year.
It was I'm gonna butcher it. It was like a Live Aid type thing. It was this big charity type.
Yeah, it was one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
So what they did instead of all the stuff they sold at the actual concert was specific to the concert. So it said all the bands on it. So all the money probably went to the foundation. So what they did, yes, Global Citizen Festival. That's what it was. So what Pearl Jam did was they set up pop-up shops around New York City, and they had their posters. There was a few different posters, this and that. That fucking poster was $500.
Jesus
But-
Christ.
But the reason I bought it was because eBay gave out like a 20% coupon or some shit. There's like a whole bunch of things going on. I'm like, this is it. This is the day. I'm pulling the trigger. The Donkey Kong one from Madison Square Garden is very expensive too.
Yeah.
That was my second show ever. And that one I got at the show.
Right. So, that's funny that you collect that. And, and then today we were talking with Tim and Darkside Jedi about the video games. Now, I want to call David a cave out. Did you buy your first graded video game?
I sent 3 into grading. Now, let me go get them. Hold on a second.
All right. You sent 3 into grading. Gary, have you dabbled in this at all?
Never.
Never, right?
Nope.
I'm going to send in some. I really wanted to jump on the show and talk about it, but I have the original Zelda 1 and Link, the gold cartridges, just the cartridges. I want to send in Final Fantasy 7 just because that's like my favorite game of all time. And it's nostalgic. Like even the Zeldas are nostalgic for me. They're not in the case. They're just still the gold ones. They're the ones that I had that my parents bought me when I was like 5 and 6 years old or whatever.
Right.
So to me, it's nice to look at because they've just been sitting in a box for fucking 32 years.
Right.
You
Just
can
looks
get
nice.
just the cartridge graded?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is the next one that I'm sending.
That's awesome.
How do you even find them sealed?
Well, this one's not sealed. It's just complete. It just has the plastic hanger box, whatever the hell they call it. I don't know.
Looks nice.
But here's the graded game. So Justin was just talking about it. So I got the cart. So Legend of Zelda.
That's just the cartridge, right?
Yeah, just the cartridge.
Literally the only one I would do right there.
Really? See, you guys are a lot younger than I am, so that's pretty cool.
So I got that one. Hold on, Otto. I got the one that you're gonna do, and it's right there. Boom.
Yes, 100%, dude. That's exactly what I want to do. Yes. Yes, punch out. Little back. Little back.
And then,
ding, 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 ding.
And then my favorite out of the bunch, Link to the Past.
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome
nice,
too,
nice,
man.
Nice.
Now,
Dave, tell us a little about the fees for that. How long does it take? What's the deal with that? Educate us.
Well, here's the thing. I fast tracked these, and I didn't realize that I fast tracked them. So the complete in a box, they were 75. The carts were, I think they were either 35 or 50, one or the other. But 30-day turnaround time. And it's really cool. Their system's really intuitive, however the hell you say it. But there you go. So they literally take pictures of they take pictures of the games when they come in. This way, you know it's your game. They do front and back. If it's a complete game, they'll actually take everything out of the package. They'll even take a picture of the plastic bag that the cartridge comes in. It's like super like on the up and up, which is cool. The QR codes that you could see on the back of the 3D label, you might not be able to see it. Yeah, there we go. So these are scannable. So if you have the Wada Games app, you can actually scan that, and it actually takes you to this particular game's details, which is cool.
That's pretty cool.
Gives you 2 different options. You could do the 2D label or the 3D label, like this is. Yeah. So, I mean, I figured I'd spring, and it actually gives you like some trivia on
it's like grader notes, right? It's first appearance.
Notes. But it's cool because when you have a game that's complete in the box, you get 4 grades. So you get the box graded, you get the manual graded, you get the cart graded, and then they're all averaged together for the overall grade.
Oh, very neat.
So for this, the game box is an 8.5, the cart is an 8.0. The manual is a 7.5, so it averages out to an 8. So
did you get the manual cleaned and pressed?
I would have if I would have known.
Right,
it's crazy. You can. There's so many options. It's just like CGC. Like you can have the game for like $5. I was checking out $5 to test it to see if it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many little options you can do with this. It's like insane.
You can have pictures of the memory board taken. They could take it apart and do a deep cleaning. It's just like it's upsell city, but I mean it's all stuff that you're kind of curious about. I mean, I might do it if I do another cart. But,
what's another $10? Oh, what's another $20? Hey, why not?
Money.
Just money. Hey, you make it rain. Hey, what's another? This is unbelievable. Yeah, so I haven't gone down that rabbit hole, but it's funny to bring up, and who knows if I'm next month if I'm showing you Mike Tyson and I just paid whatever for. What do we see? I'll get some pretty ones. So
I think it's good because like how what's on you have the Zelda. What does it say? First appearance of Link, Zelda, and Ganon. Does it say that on there?
This one?
Yeah.
It says, let's see. So, yes, it says first appearance of Link, Princess Zelda, and Ganon. This is actually the first game in the Legend of Zelda series.
See,
So-
like I would want that because it's like I would want it for that, and then I would go out and get that one Zelda comic that's like the first comic, and I'd put them together. That's
Well,
how
even this one. So you have this is the third installment of the Legend of Zelda series. This is the 7th best-selling Super Nintendo game of all time. So 4.6 million copies plus, and this is actually the first appearance of the Master Sword. So
Look at that.
it's kind of cool.
Power Sword.
Yeah, I think it's just, well, it says the Master Sword, so I don't know if that's the Power Sword.
No,
or...
I mean the other one. Wasn't it the Sword of Power or Power Sword or something in the first one?
I don't know. He didn't.
That might be the blue one of this.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Did you guys play? You guys played the one on Switch, right?
Yes. My God, that game was amazing.
That was the
It was
best
impossible, but it was amazing.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, I didn't play. No, last one I played was what was the one on the Wii?
That.
Twilight? No, yeah, Emerald Twilight. I think. That's
No, there's Twilight Princess, and then there's the Skyward. The Skyward.
Oh yeah, no, Twilight Princess was the last one I played and liked.
That one was good.
Yeah, I haven't played any Nintendo games in a long, long time.
I think the next new one comes out next year on the Switch.
Yeah, that's going to be pushed back. You're going to have that come out before that.
Yep. Speaking of pushing back, did anybody else's sideshow statue get pushed back today? 'Cause mine did.
Yeah, I saw that email.
Which one, Garrett? Which one, Dave?
Actually, I think I have the slab. Yeah, I do. The statue that's going to match this slab. So hold on a sec. So this one.
Oh, nice.
So that's pushed back to September and or December of this year. So
yeah, my Batman Who Laughs got pushed back.
Oh.
Jeez, everything's being affected.
Everything's being pushed back.
Yeah,
it's amazing how great everything was doing, and a stupid outside entity messed everything up.
Megs it up. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. And quickly.
Yeah,
it's
wild.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy. The times are crazy right now. You just got to get by. So that's kind of why we wanted to go live, just to kind of talk about some things and get everything going. And guys, we've been kicking it for almost 70 minutes. Justin, what do you got there?
Sam Adams cherry wheat.
Oh, very fancy. Very fancy. Very fancy. All right.
Everybody's books from the auction are now delayed as well because I came on here instead of packing the book. So
see what happens. You get sidetracked.
Thanks for jumping on, Gary. I mean,
yeah. I think we were talking about going live again tomorrow, so stay tuned. So I'm about talked out. So I don't know if anybody wants to any parting words for anybody in the group. Dave and the K.
Want to go first?
Yeah, let Gary go first.
I just I'm sending out the books now. I'm not packing up books tonight. Sorry, everybody.
No, you're all done, right?
We'll finish Lock and Key.
Yeah.
And go to bed.
Nice.
Well, I guess I'll email Torpedo Comics too, right?
There you go.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could send that instead of those books that you want to give me.
Yeah, and just put my address for that book here. What's the GPA? Gary, what's the GPA on First Brainiac 4 or 5?
I don't know.
I would say
4,500.
4,500.
No.
I would say 28.
They said it on their website under the mystery box. I'll grab it. Real
I would
quick.
say 2,800.
I got it before we go. They said, 2,200. The other gold tier was the Amazing Spider-Man 9 in a 4.5. That was worth 800 retail, and then there was 20 silver CGC books, which Zach got. He got the Matt Wagner sketch. So now there's 19 left of that, and there's still the Amazing Spider-Man 9 out there. So
wow, nice.
But that's really awesome. There is a 9.4 Joker 1. I see in the picture. It's a cool book. Nice high grade in that. So
below deck on Bravo. Okay, that's the last thing I thought you'd hear tonight.
Oh, that's
Dave.
amazing.
Any parting words before I say mine?
Posted a video this morning, part 1 of a 2-part haul video. Part 2 dropping probably Wednesday, Thursday morning. So definitely go check that out. Dave in the Cave on YouTube. Steve and the Cave 1 on Instagram. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and post that real quick to this little live chat. I actually just posted a video, guys, today. I just did my second indie spotlight on the Boom Studios book. Something is Killing the Children. First 5 issues are out. First trade is out. Issue 6 drops this week. So be sure to check that out. It literally was a good read. I like James Tynion really created a really cool world and action.
I'll tell you, he's really starting to take off.
I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, I hated him in the beginning.
I didn't like his early tech stuff.
Yeah, no, I liked his Rebirth stuff. No, before that, when he did like Batman Eternal. And Batman,
the second one, right? Didn't he do
yeah, I think. Yeah, it was like him and like Snyder and.
Well, I've heard that he's kind of Snyder's protege.
Yes, he is. No, I'll be completely honest. Yeah, I did not like his early stuff. I even have. I think he did. Did he do the New 52 Detective? I can't remember. I know I have a sketch somewhere, and I know he signed it as well. But yeah, I really didn't like him a lot. And then he did that book, The Woods, I think it's called, or The Trees. And then he immediately jumped on the Rebirth for Detective, and I loved everything that he did on that. And he's really killing it with Something is Killing Children, and now with Batman.
Nice.
So that's all I got, guys.
All right. Yeah, so no, that's it. We just thought we'd do a little freestyle on Monday night. Check out Lords. We're going to get that going probably Wednesday night. And I think TiVo and Darkside Jedi are going to join us tomorrow on our channel, 3 Men in the Basement, for a little bit more comic talk. Who knows? Maybe Gary will want to jump on too. So as always, sub up to what do you got?
I have to pack up books tomorrow.
Oh, come on. So maybe he'll jump on. We want to give a shout out to Matt Forge, who started his own channel. He did a great intro, really worked hard on his graphics. So shout out to him and anybody else, that you guys are doing. So like I said, comment into please do comment and tell us what you guys want us to talk about, because especially now it'll drive our content, because with all this time off, we've got to bring something to you guys, and we definitely want to do that. So on behalf of the Lords of the Long Box, on behalf of my brothers at 3 Men in the Basement, on behalf of Very Gary Comics, I am Otto, and I am out. Peace.
Later, guys. NY Warriors tonight, 10 o'clock. Go check them out. 10 minutes. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Later.